All right. So the first dip I ever did into entrepreneurship was content, because content is extremely risk-free. You can post, get paid for it, act as like a freelancer, develop a skill, which a lot of these things translate directly into entrepreneurship, but you don't really have much risk. If I go out and start a business, invest a bunch of money in XYZ, and it doesn't work out, then I lose. Maybe I lose a lot of money, maybe I lose a lot of time, maybe I lose a lot of like self-respect for myself. Maybe I'm like, shit, like that really didn't work out. I thought it would. What do I do now? And you feel bad about yourself. If you do content and it doesn't work out or it doesn't gain traction, then fine. It didn't work out for you. That's not your thing. But most brands are willing to pay people that are even new creators $1,000 a month for like 20 to 30 videos a month. And that's just base. You can get commission on top of that. And I know most people that aren't doing stuff or not, they're just working their job and want to make more money. Like if you're making under 5K a month, there's zero reason why you shouldn't be doing content. Like brands are really trying to pay creators as much as they can so that they can grow socials, but they just need people that understand how to make content. And if you're like, well, I don't know how to make content, in this video only, I have a free training linked directly below. Like it'll teach you exactly how to make content for brands, grow a social yourself, and then actually go out and find brands that want to pay you. There's a ton that want to. Like my entire career now is basically being a middleman for brands and creators, because I've been a UGC creator for like Whoop and Kane Footwear and like some of these bigger fitness brands, right? So I highly recommend that you just go look at that training and become a creator yourself. But if you don't want to do that, creating, maybe it's not your thing, maybe you're uncomfortable with it, then what other start can you really do that's pretty cost effective like that?
Right.
I can't really think of anything, because if you're doing content, all you need is your phone. Let's say you're just a reseller and you're not even making your own product or fulfilling your own service, whatever it may be, then you're gonna have to go invest in something to resell. Like if you're a shoe reseller, you have to go to the Nike outlet, buy 20 pairs of shoes and try to sell them and make like, 10%, 20% back on that price that you spent. So it just doesn't make sense. I mean, you could do a service-based industry, I guess. But if you live downtown, you live in condos and stuff, it's kind of harder to do that. Car washing, none of that shit actually is high leverage. Like if I post a YouTube video or if I post a short form video promoting a brand, I can easily get, 100,000 views plus. If I get 100,000 plus views, let's say the conversion rate is 1% on that video. What is that? 1,000 people? Or no, 100 people? Let's say it's 100 people. I think 100 times 100 is 10,000. So it might be 1,000. Either way, you're getting all these people to sign up. And if you get commission on all those people to sign up, let's say it's 20% of whatever you're selling, then you can make another like $1,000, $2,000 just off of commission for fucking one video. So if you spend 20 minutes making a video, you can make $2-3 grand easy. And on TikTok Shop, people are doing much more than that. I've seen people make over 100K from one video on TikTok Shop. Not saying that's going to be you on your first try, second try, 10th try, but there are ways for you to do that really well. For instance, if you go on Calodata and you go look at whatever videos are performing best from top affiliates on TikTok, and you go and copy that video almost word for word, like make it a little bit different because you don't want to steal, you want something to be your own, but take that idea, that inspiration, look at how they're selling with emotion, getting involved in the video instead of just being like, oh, you should buy this, you should buy that. You know what I mean? You could do that. You can go viral. You can make 10 grand plus on a video. Every creator that I work with has made over 10 grand for a brand, except for like a few, but we're about to get them there. And yeah, I just think that if you really want to get a good start in entrepreneurship, content's the way to go. I do have that free training linked in the bio, because I was a creator once and I used to literally not have money. Ooh, one sec. This guy revving his motorcycle like an idiot.
Send up the office. Right.
All right. So I used to not have money as a creator, right? And I remember trying to invest in myself, trying to learn and grow. And they'd be like, yo, it's $5 grand investment to work with us, to learn. Or it's $6 grand. I'd be like, yo, I can't pay that. I make $4K a month from my sales job. I get commissions sometimes, but that's an entire month's salary. I literally don't even have that saved up. Like how could you possibly expect me to pay 5 or 6 grand? So what you should do if you're in that position and you can't invest in yourself, this guy's still revving his engine like an idiot. Like, you're just sitting there. You're not cool. None of those girls want you. You are a loser. Holy. Anyways, what you do is you start posting content. Get the free training in the description. Start posting content. Become a full-time creator. That's what I did. Yes, it took me a year, but with you, it could take a month because we have TikTok Shop now. I'm giving you all the tools linked for free in the bio or the description of the video. You just have to start posting some videos, request some products to experiment with a brand, send some emails, maybe hire a virtual assistant to reach out to brands for you. Like, there's so many things you could do. I talk about all of it in the description. Just try it. Instead of doing what you're doing now, which is not working, try content. Like, what's the harm in trying content? And that's what I tell people all the time is like, are you realistically in a position where you can say no to $1,000 a month? How about 3,000? How about 5,000? I am. I've said no to 5,000 in a month before. I don't think you guys are for the most part. So if you aren't, you should really try content because, again, there's no risk. It's extremely affordable to do that, and extremely high leverage. Like, if you grow a social or personal brand, there is almost
some like that. Wait.
So if you grow a personal brand, which, by the way, for me has been the absolute best thing that I've ever done in my life, is grow a personal brand, you would be shocked at the way life changes and opens up for you. Now, all I did was go viral on social media. And because of that, people treat me better in person because they're like, oh, this guy does social media for a living. I get to work with more brands. I get paid more money because I have a bigger following.
Sure.
It definitely helps with your social status. It helps you become more articulate because you have to be on camera and presentable and honestly more confident in what you're talking about. And it also helps you become smarter because before I put out a video, I think to myself, like, what are all the ways or rebuttals for this type of concept? Do I care about them? Am I making this video, like, what word choice am I going to use that's going to slightly bother people to get them to comment? Like things like that you learn from doing content for a while that truly make your brain work harder. It's almost like an exercise every day, getting on the camera and posting yourself. And on top of that, what is there to lose? Like, if you're actually posting content and going that direction, what is there to lose? There's nothing to lose because ultimately we're all going to die. No one really cares about you that much. And you're going to be much more successful if you do post content. Like, for instance, if you're a sales guy, one of my friends is a sales guy. He was just visiting recently, and he's good at selling. But obviously the hardest part in sales is having qualified warm leads or inbound leads of people that want to work with you. The best way to get them is through organic content. It's not ads. It's not cold calling. It's none of that shit. You want people that have watched your videos before and want to work with you because it aligns. And you can really do that for free if you make good content. Like, that's crazy. That means my cost of client acquisition or CAC or whatever they call it is free because I'm not, whatever this camera was is basically my cost of customer acquisition or whatever my iPhone was. But that's it, And so organic content is by far and away the best way to develop a personal brand, to become successful, to generate leads for yourself, to have an online business, to be financially free, to do whatever you want, to live the lifestyle you want, to move into your dream apartment like I have here in Tampa. And you can do all of that for very, very affordable. It's got the most upside, the least downside out of any online business. So again, if that's something that interests you, something that you want to do or at least try, head over to my Instagram or head over to the link in the description and get the free training. And yeah, man, just try it. I really don't think if you're in a position, you listen this far and you're like, yeah, I don't know if it's for me, etc. Or I've thought about it, I want to, but like, I'm just not sure about it. What are you not sure about? Just do it. You can do it. Like, you literally can do it. There's nothing that hard about content in general. You can do it. If you really want to, you can. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. It's Monday morning. I'm doing my content early in the morning so that I get it done, get it out of the way. Because don't get me wrong, I like doing content, but there's a lot of it, and it's probably the most important thing I do day to day. but there's a lot of other things that I do now for my personal online business so that I can work with brands, work with creators, and make sure that they're both happy. Like, I need brands to ultimately know that they're getting the best creators, and I need to spend a lot of my time training creators, working with them, working on hooks, working on emotional selling or emotional hacking, working on different angles for different brands that I work with. Like, all these different things matter. And so that's where a lot of my time goes now, is making sure brands are getting the results that they want. Anyways, hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.